Hello and welcome to a very special edition of The Big Fight, coming to you from San Francisco in California. For a long time, there's been an urban legend, a myth if you like, certainly a perception that Indians tend to do much better outside India. They're not that successful in India, but you take them to the United States, you take them outside, and suddenly, bang, they're making a success of their life. Is that really true? And if it is true, what's the reason that makes it true? And if it's not true, where has that myth really come from? And we have an absolutely spectacular panel joining us here in San Francisco to take us through all aspects of that. Let me start by introducing somebody who you don't really want me to introduce you, do you?
You must.
Okay. Anil Kapoor, Mr. India, has now become Mr. California as well. You've really made the big change, you know, of somebody coming out here and the impact you made with Slumdog Millionaire and then with 24. It's been you've really done wonders, Anil, and we're going to be getting you to take you through all the lessons that you've got from that. Thank you so much, Anil Kapoor, for joining us. Gurbaksh Chahal is probably one of the most successful Indian entrepreneurs out here. He started, what was it, Click Agents at the age of 16 or something like that, and you'd sold it for millions and set up a second company and sold that for hundreds of millions as well at a really young age. And I think Oprah called you the most eligible bachelor in the United States, or words to that effect, Gurbaksh. So it's great to have you with us. It's great to have you with us. Seema Patel came here she was born in Surat in India, came here at the age of 17, helped set up one of the largest lodging and hospitality chains here in America. We'll be getting you to share some of the experiences that you have with that. Our close friend and partner, Atul Singh, the CEO of Coca-Cola India, actually made the reverse journey as well. He came out here, he thought it was a one-way ticket, went back to India and has made a great success in that. So is that something, Atul, that you think a lot of other people are going to be doing as well? We'll be fascinated to get your lessons from that. Chris Keuling, it's great to have you with us from Dish. One of the most powerful networks for the South Asian community and people of Indian origin here in the United States. We'd be fascinated to get some of your lessons as well. Sailesh Rao was, we all knew him really well in India as the person who was very influential in taking Google places in India. He is the Vice President now international of Twitter, and we hope India is going to be really important for you there. Sailesh will be getting your words on that. And last but by no means the least, somebody whom we all know as perhaps the face of Indian entrepreneurship here in America, Sabir Bhatia, the person who set up Hotmail, of course, and made an absolutely fantastic success of it. Thank you all so much. And I have to say, it's really a privilege to have all of you together on one platform. Just this introduction has taken so much time. Should I go in reverse direction? Sabir, what I said to start with, are Indians more successful overseas than they are in India?
I think in some areas, like in the area of innovation, certainly, you find that people over here do well, and that's just purely a result of better infrastructure and support systems for entrepreneurs in a place like California or especially in Silicon Valley. And there's a lot of history too. I mean, my story of entrepreneurship actually began at Stanford. I came here to do a PhD. At Stanford, and I took a course called Business for Electrical Engineers, and in that course we had the likes of Steve Jobs and Scott McNealy and Fred Gibbons and Vinod Khosla come and talk to us, and that completely changed my perspective. And from after taking that course, I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs in this part of the world are looked up to, just like actors are looked up to in Mumbai or in Hollywood. So I think there's a culture of entrepreneurship here that goes back to the days of Hewlett-Packard, which is almost 40, 50 years ago. And we just simply don't have that culture in India, even today. I mean, there are entrepreneurs, but they have been successful in doing, in replicating businesses, the likes of Airtel or what Reliance has done. They've not created anything new, whereas all of Silicon Valley depends on creating new products where none existed before. And it's very intellectually driven, high in IP. And I think that may be the reason why
So
Silicon
a
Valley is more
culture of
successful.
innovation in Silicon Valley that you think is really the reason why Indians
Not
do
just
so
in
well
Silicon Valley, I think in all of the United States.
in all of the United States. Gulbaksh, do you agree with that?
I mean, I started my journey when I was 16, and seen that 14 years ago when I started it, the innovation of India and the internet was probably fairly new there. And I think when you look back right now, it's probably the best time to be an entrepreneur in India, just because there's a lot of things that are happening to the Indian economy that are going to create so much opportunity. You got over 100 million people that have internet connections. You have the most mobile subscriptions in terms of users there, and it's just going to continue to grow. You don't really have that growth right now in America, so if you're an entrepreneur and you're in India right now and you're doing anything, you actually have a major advantage.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.